like that before.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Trash Talking with Legends on the Champions Basketball Network right here in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Jerome Junkyard Dog Williams, and I'm alongside my co-host, Joshua Williams. And you know what? We have an exciting show for you today. I hope you're excited. Buckle up because it's about to go down. It's hot and heavy, Josh. How you feeling?
I'm doing great. You know, all of our different sports are converging right now from basketball. Basketball season's getting into training camp. Football just started back up. Baseball is coming into the pennant races, and of course hockey's starting back up. I'm in fan heaven. I know the fans want to know your take on a few things, so let's get into the Legends Lounge.
Today's Legends Lounge is brought to you by our friends at 9450, the world's first smart basketball. The 9450 basketball measures any force applied to it, spin, acceleration, you name it. The ball is going to give you data and feedback to your device that is smart, actionable, and precise. That's how we do it.
All right, Jerome. Last episode, I let you get a few things off your chest. I know the fans want even more background information. We want the inside scoop.
You mean the download?
Give us the download.
Come on.
Go ahead and give us your take on some players that you feel retired from the game too soon.
Well, the first player that comes to mind retiring too soon happens to be my old college roommate, fella Georgetown Hoya, Allen Iverson. You know, I think he's, obviously announced today he's eligible for the 2016 Hall of Fame class.
Turkey doesn't matter. They're just gonna
squash that.
Go ahead.
He didn't even go over there and play. Yeah. But anyways, he's gonna be a first time ballot. He's gonna be in.
He has to be. Allen, MVP, All-Star Game MVP.
All-Star Game MVP, 3-time NBA Defensive Player steals.
Yep. 11-time All-Star.
Four-time scoring champion.
And 3-time NBA steals leader, and then ended up his career with 24,368 points.
Wow.
He's first ballot.
First ballot.
What are some things that you feel led to his career derailing if you will, at the end?
Well, I think every franchise player has their time where they have to make a transition. Obviously, when he's a rookie and being guarded by Michael Jordan, he's becoming that franchise label, and then someone is passing the torch to him. So Derek Coleman takes less shots.
Yes.
Well, now you're looking at a situation where when he went to Denver with Carmelo Anthony, and you see the transition of Denver saying, hey, this is our franchise, but we need this, also franchise player to now pass the torch.
Yes.
And Allen, not to say he wasn't passing the torch, I just think that he wasn't really, that's not in his DNA.
No.
His DNA is,
I'm the guy.
I'm the guy. I'm going to make this shot. I'm going to make this happen. And when you're having that type of struggle, that's what kind of derailed his, early retirement, made him, end it before it was time. Yeah. Whereas you look at a player like Steve Nash, who was able to say,
he was always passing the torch.
Always.
He was always giving out that assist. But who's your next player on the list?
My next player definitely, I think another guy from the Big East. I'm going to stay with my Big East buddies. Ray Allen. Used to love playing against Ray Allen in Georgetown. And to see his NBA career, winning championships, being with LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Chris Bosh, playing with those caliber players, he can always give you something else. He has some more in the tank. I mean, this guy is leading in 3 points.
Yeah, all time. Post and regular season.
And I think that, he's going to, have to deal with Reggie Miller no longer. But Steph Curry is the only one he has to be worried about in terms of that.
Steph, especially the way the game is going as well now, with the three-point shot becoming so prevalent. Steph Curry definitely in 5-10 years.
But Ray can still shoot. He can still go at it.
Ray can play today.
Ray can go.
Ray's still running.
Shout out to Ray Allen.
Exactly.
Jesus Shuttlesworth. Let's go.
He got game 2. Please.
Come on.
Make that happen.
Come on, Ray.
We want La La.
And you know who else? Hold on. But you know who else retired too soon?
Who else?
The Dog Pound. I retired too soon. 32, man, I still had years left.
Tell them the truth, Jerome.
The truth is, you can't handle the truth. That's why we're here, though. And we're going to catch more Trash Talking with Legends, because we're going to be right back. Hey, I'm the Junkyard Dog, Jerome Williams, and this is my move of the day. My first move I'd like to describe is the front to left between the legs crossover. Now, like any move, there are certain elements of skill that you must have to make this move effective. You have to be able to put the ball on the ground with a hard dribble. You notice that there are two ways I use the power dribble. The first could be set up with dribbling the ball between your legs. Another variation might be a soft setup between the legs with a power crossover. It's not hard to practice your power dribbling, but it is hard to keep it interesting. An amazing way I've found to keep it interesting and build skills fast is using the 9450 Smart Basketball. The app not only counts my bounces, but it tells me how hard I'm putting the ball on the ground. It's a killer product. And that's my move of the day.
I'm Jonathan Scott. He's Drew Scott. He does nothing. No, I actually kick ass on the basketball court. Champions Basketball Network. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Trash Talking with Legends. That's my dog pound, of course, the Property Brothers. But Josh, let's put back on our GM hats. I think it's time to get back into it and build a team. I mean, build it from the ground up. This is draft class. This edition of Draft Class is brought to you by our friends at Sub-Zero Recovery, who are here to help you achieve the recovery and results that you have been looking for. Their top-of-the-line Juca Cryosauna can help with a number of sports recovery processes, as well as help with your overall health and wellness. Let us freeze you into better health.
All right, Jerome, let's do things a little bit differently on this edition of Draft Class. Let us take it all the way back to the ABA-NBA merger. We're going to build two of the best teams from that time period. So let's not make any excuses. You can use guys all the way back from the ABA. Let's talk about which teams are best.
Okay, so basically I can go back and just choose
any team you want. Any team you want from the ABA merger that came over from the ABA.
Well, you know, since I have one of my favorite players of all time, I got to figure out what team that was, and I believe it was the Brooklyn Nets.
Yes.
Now, Brooklyn Nets, they played in Long Island.
Strong Island.
Okay. And for those who don't know, Dr. J is from Long Island.
Yes, he is.
He is claimed by New York City. Dr. J, he's my first #1 draft pick. So I take the #1 draft pick from my team, draft class, Brooklyn Nets.
Dr. J.
Dr. J. My second pick, I got to get a good point guard. I got to go with a good, solid point guard.
They've only had one.
Yes. That'll be future Hall of Famer, Jason Kidd. Let's take Jason.
Okay.
Jason,
current coach
Jason,
of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Absolutely. Now he's coaching, so he's showing you that pedigree.
Yep.
Jason's going to be my point guard, my shooting guard.
Shooting guard, or your small forward?
You know what? I'll go with my you know what? From there, I'm going to go with my power forward.
Power forward.
My power forward, Derek Coleman. I got to go DC. He going to give you that rough ruggedness.
He was gangster when he played in New Jersey, when they were in New Jersey.
Gangster. Shoot the three, give you down low, bang, spot up J's.
Big East award winner.
Syracuse.
Yep.
Let's go. My next player, I'm going to go with overseas assassin, Drazen Petrovic.
The original international superstar.
People don't even know who
well,
this
I mean,
guy.
they don't know.
Even understand the shooting ability of this assassin right here. This man was strictly loaded clips. Loaded clips. Let's go, Josh. And last but not least, my center. I'm going super athletic.
Okay.
I'm going super athletic, and you know, he had loaded clips too, but that we're not gonna get into that. Jason Williams, the other Jason Williams.
Jason with a Y. Jason with a Y.
With a Y, jumping out the gym,
averaging 13 rebounds a game.
That's my 5.
Okay, that's a solid 5.
That's solid right there. Just to just to let you know what I'm working with right now. I'm jumping from the foul line. I'm jumping outside the paint with Jason. I got Jason Kidd.
We can
was
rebound
my
outside
point
of our
guard.
area.
I got a shooter that can shoot from half court all day. And then I got rough and rugged down low, Derek Coleman, 6'10", body, putting in bodies.
Are you ready? You ready to lose? You ready to lose?
All right.
All right.
Come on.
I'm bringing the best ABA team that's ever been in the NBA. I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs.
Yes, sir.
I know our
Wow.
producer is excited because at the end of the day, this has been the most successful team ever in the history of the NBA that came over from the ABA. I've got to start it off with George, the Iceman Gervin, sitting on the ice basketballs, holding the basketballs in a Nike photo shoot. That's how we have to start. 50 greatest player, 4-time scoring champion. We know what he can do.
He can finger roll.
He can finger roll from half court. Finger rolling from half court. From
Hold
half
on.
court, letting
Hold
it
on
go.
a minute.
Letting it go. Hey, in my video game, it's happened. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know right now.
George.
Let him know you can do it. George scored 70 in
We-
the game. He can do whatever he wants.
Wow.
He can do whatever he wants.
Wow.
Up next, I've got my man. See, all my guys have nicknames. I got the man, the Admiral, David Robinson running the center position. Another 50 greatest player, 2-time champion, 10-time All-Star,
Okay.
1-time scoring champion, and also got an MVP. It was during the years that Michael was out the league, so I mean that kind of changes things. But he did get an MVP. It still counts.
Over Barkley?
No, it was Barkley got 93.
Oh.
He got one. Barkley gets his. I mean, and he was on the dream team. So let's go there. Next up, we got the big fundamental, Tim Duncan, one of the greatest, if not the greatest power forward of all time. He's gonna be a surefire Hall of Famer. And you know, we don't even have to go over his stats because they didn't start winning championships until this man came on campus.
Come on now.
So I'm just saying,
Shout out to Tim Duncan.
his record speaks for itself.
Class of
Next up,
97. That was class of 97.
yeah, that was a good. That was no, that
97?
That draft was a little weak,
Exactly.
but Tim was not weak.
Tim is the holder downer of that whole draft.
of everything, for sure. Next up, we go.
Paul Pierce was in that draft.
Yeah, was Paul 97, 98? 97? All right. Man, Paul been in the league a long time. Jeez. Next up, I've got my point guard. I'm gonna go to my backcourt. I got Tony Parker, point guard, 4-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP that I think a lot of people forget about sometimes, and a 6-time All-Star. He's their best point guard. Sorry, Avery Johnson. Sorry about that. I understand that, you know.
The general, you're not taking the general?
No.
Wow.
I gotta go with the man that was married to Eva Longoria. He's on the list simply because he was married to Eva Longoria at the end of the day.
Shout out to Eva.
Yes. Desperate Housewives still my show. Manu Ginobili is my next guy. Gonna go to my shooting guard position.
Ginobili!
I can't even do the Charles.
Wow.
I can't do it right now. 4-time champion as well.
You still got current players that are still playing in the league.
Hey, because that's when they became hot. At the end of the day, they're current.
You went back from the ABA and all you gonna bring back is Iceman on his ice chest.
Hey, they didn't have very much in the ABA
Come
time.
on now.
All right?
Wow.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I didn't have Dr. J. So it is what it is.
We had afros blowing in the wind.
That's all right. You also had people shooting people, so it's
Jumping
all right.
from the foul line. Come on, that shot's fired,
What?
man.
What? All right.
That
so
shot's fired.
What? Yeah, that's literally. Literally.
Hey,
Who do you think? All right. At the end of the day, let's just go through our matchups.
first of all, I'm already posting you up from the guard spot. I'm already posting you up.
Jason is definitely taking Tony into
Taking
the
you
paint.
to the post.
But Jason isn't playing no defense at the end of the day.
He doesn't have to.
So we're trading buckets.
He doesn't have to. No, but we have fast break supreme. Fast break. I mean, we're like Showtime at the Apollo.
You do have Drazen Petrovic too, so you have spot up three.
Oh, we're spreading the floor.
Okay, all right, you're spreading the floor.
Oh my gosh.
But who is stopping the interior presence of Tim Duncan and David Robinson in prime?
Okay.
We're not saying David at the end of his career. I'm saying David with the arms popping through his jersey Dream Team David Robinson. Who's stopping David?
Okay, listen. Now, I'll give you this, Josh. Dog Pound, you've heard it here first. Now, David Robinson and Tim Duncan, yes, Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famer. They got a front court that's definitely got some juice. Derek Coleman, though, no slouch. And you know Jason Williams is bringing the noise.
True.
As I was saying, we're going to go fast breaking,
Yeah.
Dr. J hair flowing,
Yeah.
slam dunking,
Okay.
and posting up with J Kidd. That's my game.
All I have to say is this. Every person on my team, except for George, has a title. Every person. Derek Coleman, he wasn't getting it done when it came down to it as a franchise player. Just wasn't happening. Drazen Petrovic, he met an untimely demise. He was gone.
Untimely.
So
he would
he-
have had rings.
I don't know about ring, but he definitely met an untimely demise. And I mean, Jason got a title, at the end of his career, with a team that he wasn't carrying.
We're going to continue this conversation. We'll be right back.
For all the abuse that I gave you, I'm sorry.
Guys you're going to see here today, they were the man back in high school, back in the 90s. I was just on the come up.
Well, that just let me know my dad still loves me.
You know who else retired too soon?
Who else?
The Dog Pound. After I got that check, I was able to invest in a few of my finer friends.
JYD, man. Make it hot. Make it hot. Make it hot. JYD, make it hot.
Welcome back to Trash Talking with Legends. It can go.
Ray's still love.
Shout out to Ray Allen.
Exactly.
Jesus Shuttlesworth. Let's go.
No,
90s,
that draft was a little weak.
It is if Jim Boeheim and them thick blacks. I can say this because I'm a alumni. I played there on the garden floor. Wow.
I gotta go with the man that was married to Eva Longoria.
You still got current players that are still playing in the league.
Hey, because that's when they became hot. That's right, JYD. Dr. Emmett Brown here.
Hi, this is Alan Thicke.
All Pro Steven Jackson.
And I am trash talking with legends. Woo! Send me the clones!
I ain't never seen it like that before.
The history of Joey's Pizza, about 6 years ago, I went out to New York to visit my father, talk about opening a business, and we figured Vegas would be a good spot. The advantage here at Joey's Pizza is everything's authentic, homemade, grandma's recipes, real deal New York style food here. Come on down to Joey's. We got wings, we got salads, we got raviolis, we got fingers, and of course the best pizza on the planet. Make sure to ask for Joey. Come on down.
We deliver. Call 702-566-1500. Joy's New York Pizza.
Hey, I'm Steve Smith. I played 14 years in the NBA. I work for Turner Sports now, and I'm getting a chance to be on CBN.
Welcome back, Trash Talking with Legends. Thanks for staying with us. We're getting ready to get into what we're wearing. Josh, today's What We're Wearing segment is brought to you by our friends at Regenix. The future of orthopedic medicine is here now. Be sure to call Regenix for all of your orthopedic needs at 1-800-281-3757 and use your Trash Talking 25% discount code, ESP-25. That's ESP-25.
All right, let's change things up a bit for today's What We're Wearing segment. Today we're going to actually bring in the sneakerhead community. I know this community is beginning to be such a big deal in the game of basketball.
Sneakerheads are all over the place.
All over the place. Let's talk about what picks are hot, what are our hot picks for shoes, and then also, what are those? Those kind of mistakes.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about
I
it.
like what are those, because I see a lot of what are
No,
those
you
out
don't.
there.
You don't like those at all. Trust me.
No, I mean, I'm saying I like, because you got to call out what are those.
Exactly.
There's a lot of that going on right now.
Exactly.
Yes.
First
absolutely.
up, we've got.
Give me my first.
We've got the He Got Game box set. They're bringing back both shoes from the He Got Game. Actually, with us talking about Ray Allen, this is a perfect for this episode. The first ones are going to be the Pearl foam posits.
Now, you know that Ray Allen he wore the Jordans, though. But the foam posits, these are hot. I like these.
No,
always.
This is before Jordan team.
This is before Jordan team? He was wearing the foam posits?
He was wearing foam posits.
Original,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah,
like it. I like it. All right. Well, these are some hot shoes right here.
Beautiful.
Definitely got the hotness. You can wear them with some shorts, some jeans. You got them. Maybe not the jeans.
No, you can wear them with jeans.
You
Maybe
wear
black jeans.
Yes, black jeans.
There you go.
Got to be specific.
Not blue jeans.
Not blue jeans. Don't get them wrong. They might
Not
think
jean
we're
shorts.
off our game.
Not jean shorts.
No, definitely not jean shorts. That
Still
was.
jean shorts.
Are you going down to South Carolina? I wouldn't say nothing about that. But they don't have an NBA team, so you're all right. You're all right down there.
Up next, we've got the Air Zoom Hawk Flight.
You know what? These remind me of the old pennies.
They do. They do have a little bit of a penny feel.
Yes.
These were actually the Reggie Millers. Reggie Miller wore these during the 90s.
Shout out to Reggie's D3. Look, you got to shoot like this, though. You can't, look, camera, look. See that? You got to do like that. It's not. If you're talking Reggie, these are your shoes, baby. I see how you was working back in the day. I don't see no, gold on the shoes, though.
No, it's just blue. I mean, Reggie had some black ones. His were a little different. I think he actually had some yellow in there as well. But let's go ahead and move on to the last one. We got a super throwback pick, the new Chuck Taylor 2, the Converse Chuck Taylor 2.
Wow.
This shoe is exciting simply because Nike, for the first time in 75 years since Nike took over Converse, they're actually bringing some Nike technology to the Chuck Taylor shoe.
They're bringing some Nike technology. See, that's people don't understand. Okay. These are back in the shoe. This shoe back in the day, $5. That's right. My dad used to go to the store with $5 and get a brand new pair of Chucks. Chuck Taylors, that's right. Bad on the knees. Super extended on the joints. Now you got Nike.
We got Lunar Line in the
Lunar Line
now.
But it looks like
it looks the same.
That you still riding on them hardcore.
You're not.
Canvases.
You've got a little bit of cushion, a little bit of give on the kneecap. It's
good.
Beautiful.
The knees never felt better. So
the tongue now doesn't slide. I know that's big for a lot of the, that was the reason why I never wore Chucks, because my tongue was always
the Achilles
down
is in position.
It always was down in the middle of the shoe. I had
a
naked foot with laces.
Naked.
But let's get into the what are those pick for this week's episode.
What are those? Watch out.
Everyone,
Step back.
Just make sure you can see the screen behind me. The Nike 2016 Hyper Dunk look like some moon boots, and it's just a mistake.
Wow.
This is a mistake. This is a pure D mistake.
Well, I'll tell you this, okay? There's a lot of fashion craziness on the NBA. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's in the water or what's going on with some of these young fellas. But these shoes right here, now the NBA, these guys can get away with this.
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Why can they get away with this? I'll tell you why. Okay? Because they got game. They can play. See, they couldn't play, they wouldn't be able to wear these. Now the problem is, the guy's gonna go, see, I'm getting in my Kevin Hart. The problem is, the guy who's gonna wear these shoes is gonna go to the park. And he's gonna be wearing these shoes, and he's not gonna have no game. And the people on the sidelines are gonna say, what are you wearing?
Those
And
air
what
ducts.
are those?
Get those air ducts off your feet.
And you need to stop. You need to just go get a pair of Chucks, get a pair of Jordans, get a pair of just,
Payless,
whatever you gotta do. You can't be wearing these on the court. So, I turned in. That was my Kevin Hart.
I understand.
Say it with your chest. Say what you feel. I'm saying you should not be wearing that at all. Take them off.
Go ahead, go south.
Hey, listen, it's great to be here. It's a great show. Trash Talking with Legends. We want to thank all of our sponsors for coming through this week. As always, Josh, it's been a pleasure. Give me the quote of the day.
Our quote of the day, they say that nobody is perfect. Then they say, practice makes perfect. I wish they'd make up their minds. Wilt Chamberlain.
Make it
hot. JYD, man. Make it hot. Make it hot. Make it hot. JYD, make it hot.
The history of Joey's Pizza, about 6 years ago, I went out to New York to visit my father, talk about opening a business, and we figured Vegas would be a good spot. The advantage here at Joey's Pizza is everything's authentic, homemade, grandma's recipes, real deal New York style food here. Come on down to Joey's. We got wings, we got salads, we got raviolis, we got fingers, and of course the best pizza on the planet. Make sure to ask for Joey. Come on down.
We deliver.
For all the abuse that I gave you, I'm sorry.
Guys you're going to see here today, they were the man back in high school, back in the 90s. I was just on the come up.
Well, that just let me know my dad still loves me.
You know who else retired too soon? Who else? The dog pound. After I got that check, I was able to invest in a few of my finer friends. Hey, I'm the Junkyard Dog, Jerome Williams, and this is my move of the day. My first move I'd like to describe is the front to left between the legs crossover. Now, like any move, there are certain elements of skill that you must have to make this move effective. You have to be able to put the ball on the ground with a hard dribble. You notice that there are two ways I use the power dribble. The first could be set up with dribbling the ball between your legs. Another variation might be a soft setup between the legs with a power crossover. It's not hard to practice your power dribbling, but it is hard to keep it interesting. An amazing way I've found to keep it interesting and build skills fast is using the 9450 Smart Basketball. The app not only counts my bounces, but it tells me how hard I'm putting the ball on the ground. It's a killer product. And that's my move of the day. Make it hot.
JYD, man. Make it hot. Make it hot. Make it hot. JYD, make it hot.
Welcome back to Trash Talking with Legends. They can go.
Ray's still running.
Shout out to Ray
Marathon.
Allen.
Exactly.
Jesus. Shuttlesworth. Let's go.
No,
90s,
that draft was a little weak.
It is if Jim Boeheim and them thick blacks. I can say this because I'm alumni. I played there on the garden floor. Wow.
I gotta go with the man that was married to Eva Longoria.
You still got current players that are still playing in the league.
Hey, because that's when they became hot. That's right, JYD. Dr. Emmett Brown here.
Hi, this is Alan Thicke.
All Pro Steven Jackson.
And I am trash talking with legends. Woo! Send in the clones!